right, everybody, welcome to the Launcher's Brake Pedals Arca series here in the Original Rebels. And this is the Rebels Racing Network. I am Eddie Smith, and tonight we are taking on Michigan International Speedway as these guys are coming fresh hot off of Daytona. William Griffith with his first league win that night. It was a wild race. Very, very exciting. And you know what? We haven't really moved that far away from super speedway racing as we hit Michigan. Um, I think tonight's going to be a fantastic race. So, bringing up the race info, you see it's a 2 mile track versus a 2.5 mile at Daytona. Not as much banking, but the weather's looking nice, and we're going to get ready to go green. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be hard to pass. You're going to have to save a little bit of tire, but I think these guys. Michigan always puts on a show for broadcast. It can be frustrated in the car, but the broadcast, I think tonight will be a fun race to watch. So let's go ahead and bring up the grid as we check out who's got the Chuck Peg Leg Pole Award, and that's Kyle Martinson. We had an issue. I can't remember what series he was running in. I want to say, I think it was the Xfinity Series. Had a heartbreak with a lap car, so he's going to come back and try to make amends as he takes the top spot tonight with Andy Kurtz on the outside, Brandon Pollock on the inside of the second row. Stephen Gibson on the outside, Eric Burkhalter rounding out the top five, Travis Bieber next to him on the outside. Matt Clemens starting 7th, Todd Schatz starting 8th, Jonathan Cofield starting 9th, Dave Jones starting 10th, Josh Oswald starting 11th, Ryan Derrick starting 12th. Jake Ellingson from Goat Locker Racing starting 13th. Aaron Adcock from Poleman Motorsports starting 14th. Justin Miller starting 15th. Phil Hitman Monzo starting 16th. Daniel D. Cunningham starting 17th. Aaron Sayer starting 18th. Josh Lokenvitz starting 19th. Starting 20th, Brandon Wallace. Greg Barnett starting 21st. Jason Warren starting 22nd. Really missing Jason Matthews out there. Chuck Peglegfeld starting 23rd. Steve McDonald starting 24th. Starting 25th, Tyler Rice. Jesse Necula starting 26th. Starting 27th, Richard Hurst. Starting 28th, Colton Lanford. Starting 29th, from Reaper Racing, last week's winner, William Griffith. Garrett Kinder starting 30th. 31st, Christian Deadman. 32nd, Michael Morrison. 33rd, Adam Lang. 34th, Josh Smith. 35th, Greg Froenick. Jason Lodridge starting 36th. Kai Shepard starting 37th. Charlie Gates Jr. starting 38th. And Mean Gene Watkinson starting 39th. So 39 cars in the field tonight. And boy, oh boy, is it going to be a hell of a race with that many cars. It's going to be interesting. This track is super wide. We've got plenty of space to race. And hopefully these guys put on a great show. And I think the Arca series always delivered. It's always fun to be broadcasting these races. So we'll see. We don't really know how the setup's going to be, and we don't know who's going to be. Who's improved over last season. Andy Kurtz, you know, definitely a fantastic racer in this series. Last season, going to start outside the front row. Kyle Martinson is a newcomer, but I can tell you based on that Xfinity race last week, he is extremely, extremely fast. So got a lot of guys that we know are usually front runners starting in the back, so we're going to be paying attention to them as we get ready to go green. Coming out of turn 4, pace car is going to dip off. We're going to pay attention to those guys, see if they're able to move up through the field or if the traffic is just too much. 39 cars tonight. It's going to be a fun one. So let's see who can. It's going to be sort of a draft fest. We're staying under caution, so we must needed an extra lap. We'll go back here and check. Maybe a couple guys weren't getting caught up. Not real sure. Everybody looks like they're caught up now, so we'll definitely go green next time around. Give these guys a little bit of time to think about it, and give me more time to filibuster and talk about nothing. So, yeah, I love these cars. They're old in a lot of ways. They have a They have a newer damage model. The tire model finally got updated, but just the overall physics of the car just leans on the old style of racing that iRacing began in 2008, 2009, and especially in 2010 and 11 once these cars really got into the service. It's an odd car to drive. You really have to save the tire. These fixed setups that we run here are always a little bit too tight, considering this is a D-class series. And so you really have to save that right front, be smart, but these cars can get on down. If you decide you're ready to go, you can make these cars really do whatever you want. So track like this, it's tough. It seems like you got a lot of space, but you have to be careful that you don't get bound up in the middle of the corner, get back on the gas, and pushing off the corner, get into the wall. I think we'll see a little bit of that tonight. But 50 laps tonight, gonna go by pretty quick, or maybe it won't. Who knows, depending on how many cautions we get. But not too many laps to get going. Pace car is going to head off this time. Kyle Martinson going to lead Andy Kurtz down to the green flag. And green flag is out. Andy Kurtz with a good restart there as Kyle Martinson spins his tires a little bit. So hopefully there won't be a black flag for that. But, you know, iRacing has a way of throwing them no matter what. So, but right now, Andy Kurtz trying to hang on to the outside, but Kyle Martinson is going to clear Andy. Andy going to try to look back down to the inside in that throwback 2001 Dale Jr. All-Star Game paint scheme. With Kyle Martinson in a Shock Eye Motorsports scheme. So they're getting wild. Andrew Kurtz on the bottom. Kyle Martinson on the outside. I think the outside is going to be probably pretty dominant. I think it's either that or going to be right there in that middle line. That bottom line just will not have the run off the corner. So, and you'll see Andy Kurtz kind of move his way back up to the top, get that car wound up, and get his way, try to find his way back up to Kyle, not let him get away. All right, coming to the third lap. It is still a tight battle up here. Let's go through the field as we kind of check on these guys. It looks like it's pretty much single file right now as we're trying to find somebody doing any kind of racing around here, but it looks like everybody's kind of getting settled in. Got Daniel D. Cunningham on the outside of, I believe, Justin Miller here as he tries to run down Aaron Adcock. Got a couple guys looking down there, trying to find a little bit of space. We check in on Jason Warren as he's trying to find his way around the 79 machine of Josh Lokovitz. Trying to look, maybe go 3 wide, but maybe thinking better of it. But it looks like it's just a sort of a roadblock here, not really anywhere to go if you're trying to move forward. These guys are running side by side. So far, look at these cars all spread out all over the place. I can't believe these guys are hanging on to it. Luckily, Michigan is so wide. There's plenty of space for guys. Head on back here. Let's check a couple things. Let's see what's going on with these fellers back here as they are 2, 3 wide, looking to make it 4 wide maybe if they could possibly do it. See Garrett Kinder in the middle right there. Looking 3 wide, and he's going to do it on Colton Lanford and Steve McDonald. So we'll see how that goes going down into turn 1 if they're able to hang on to it. Colton Lanford actually just lets him go. That's probably the smartest thing you can do. Just let him go, and that bottom side can be scary in these cars. Let's actually go on board with Colton Lanford. See what he's dealing with there as he's getting sort of freight trained on the top side there. You see immediately goes right up to the top as soon as he can get up there. And Colton's struggling just a little bit. As he is getting freight trained here on lap 6. Colton Lanford going the wrong way, but we got a couple drivers headed the right way. Daniel D. Cunningham here in the Rowdy Energy, let's see, I don't know what that is. Looks like rainbows and ponies and all kinds of animals. He is up 4 spots, so he is definitely making a move. Jason Moore and Garrett Kinder as well, so they are working their way towards the front really, really quickly. But let's go check up front as Andy Kurtz has dropped back a couple spots and is back in 4th place, and it looks like we got a battle for the lead coming about to start as Brandon Pollock getting a nice little run here trying to chase down Kyle Martinson. Brandon Pollock, definitely a fast driver. All these guys up here in the top 10 are all extremely fast. The big question with certain drivers is just how much can they save the car? How much is going to be there whenever they need it towards the end of the race? Some drivers are fast, but can't save the car, and then some can do both. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. As Brandon Pollock all over the back end, but he's got Travis Bieber all over his back end as well. So that top side going to be a little bit better, but Travis Bieber just going to look down, tell him, hey, I'm here. If you don't make something happen here, I'm gonna take you on the inside. And he does. He dives all the way down to the bottom. Travis Bieber going to try to make that bottom work. We'll see if that bottom is able to keep the momentum. Needed a little bit extra to get that slider, but doing a great job. These 3 right here battling for the lead, so a great little battle here. Travis Bieber going to look down the inside. He's going to slide up just a little bit. Kyle going to hold that middle line as Brandon Pollock get that run off the top side. Oh, and he gets into the wall a little bit. Oh, he's going to get stuck to it. That's going to allow Travis Bieber to get by him. So Travis Bieber going to be able to clear him and start working on Kyle Martinson. That's going to bring Andy Kurtz right back into the fold. So good little battle here. Let's check on this battle between Jake Ellingson and Matt Clemon, as there has been nice little side-by-side battle here for a while. I saw it in the distance. Jake Ellingson with those pink wheels working that top side. Matt Clemon trying to make it work. Not able to clear him with that top side. Just haven't been able to keep the momentum up. So right in front of them, you see Eric Burkhalter. 53 machine of Jonathan Cofield. Jonathan Cofield actually has been moving forward quite a bit. He's working on the back end of that 71 machine, trying to find his way around him. He's all over the back end. Going to run right up to his bumper, use that middle line and try to get that run off the corner. You see, you almost can't come off the bottom like that. You lose all your momentum, and that top side, the middle lane, will have plenty to defend you off. So he's doing the right thing now. It's kind of working that middle lane and try to get Eric a little nervous. He's doing a great job. This is a great battle here. Kevin Kinder, Charles Stevens, Mama Ellingson, Juan Bolton, good to see y'all. Hope y'all enjoy this race. Gonna check back here. This gaggle of cars on board with Hitman Monzo, as he is looking to maybe go 3 wide with Ryan Derrick, Brandon Wallace, as it's a mess back here. You see Garrett Kinder and Adam Lang here on the move. Garrett Kinder, currently our biggest mover, up 13 spots, sitting in 17th. Adam Lang right behind him, up 10 spots. And this right here is just a roadblock. Nowhere to go. Looks like you can go down to the bottom there and use that bottom group. There's just so little grip down there that you just can't make it work. So you'll see some dives down to the bottom. Try to do some slide jobs as the race goes on, especially as the tires wear out. But it's going to be very, very difficult outside of the first couple laps to make that bottom group work. watching Brandon Wallace, see Adam laying all the way up into the cushion up there. Laying that right rear on the other side of that seam to get that car to turn. May not work this early way up there. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Seems like just about a groove down is about where you want to be. Talked about some big movers. Let's talk about some guys that are struggling just a little bit. Not to make fun of them or anything, just to let you know what's going on. Greg Barnett started 14 spots ahead of where he's at now. He's running 35th, so he had a good qualifying effort, but his kind of fallen back a little bit as he gets passed by Greg Froning there, and guys are going around. I have no clue who got sideways there. I don't see anything on my.
Oh, we have a problem.
See if we can see what happened. Oh, we got somebody in the wall up there. Who is that? Back it up a little bit. I think it might have been Josh Oswald, and it was. Josh trying to sneak back, maybe back up there onto the top side. Matt Clemming had a nice little run there. And they go down into the corner, and Matt's going to drive it in. And looks like Josh having to check up a little bit. Matt gets into the back of him, sends him around. Doesn't look like it's going to be that much damage. The only damage is just how many spots he dropped. He dropped quite a few, so. But pit road's going to get busy here as guys are going to come down pit road and get 4 tires. You're not going to leave any tires in the pits tonight, I don't believe. I think tires are going to be so important as new tires do allow you to run that bottom side for just a few laps. So right now your leader still Kyle Martinson, as all 4 of those drivers are pretty close. So don't think we'll see any 2-tire strategies as far as I know. Ooh, looks like somebody almost missed a pit there. Who that was, but race off pit road looks pretty much how they came in. With Kyle Martinson leading Andy Kurtz, and Travis Beaver and Brandon Pollock. So Matt Clemens still on the track, so I don't know what if he's going to stay out. As we've had 16 laps on these tires. It's time to definitely get a set. So I don't know if he's just waiting to come back in, maybe serving the EOL. I don't know, but he stayed out on the track. But I expect to see him come down pit road, get 4 tires. While we're under caution, we'll talk about our biggest movers so far. Jason Warren up 13 spots in that 32 machine, inside the top 10. Garrett Kinder, he is up 15 spots, started 30th and now is running 15th. Chuck Pegleg Phelps right behind him, up 7 spots, man, having a great run so far. Jesse Necula. This little group right here was just moving forward, I guess. They were all running together because they have been moving up quite a few positions. Brandon Wallace up 2 spots. Adam Lang up 14 spots from where he started. William Griffith, last week's winner at Daytona, up 10 spots. So, man, we got a lot of guys headed towards the front. So I would imagine by the time lap 50 rolls around, I think the top 10 is going to look a lot different as these guys are on the move. So. Not much has changed up front as Kyle Martinson is still leading the field with Andy Kurtz right behind him. So Andy dropped back a couple spots but is now back up to second. See if he can't regroup. And we were kind of looking through the field. If I had to guess, he probably went to the low side to try to make a pass on Kyle and ended up losing some momentum, lost track position to Brandon and Travis. I don't know that, just a guess, because Andy was definitely moving. All right, pace car is off, getting ready to go back green. Kyle going to have control of the restart, and he gets a great jump. As Travis Beaver going to be on the inside of his teammate, Andy Kurtz. We'll see if Andy can get it wound up, or is Travis going to be able to clear him? And he does. That bottom side just early on before the car has a chance to get the RPMs up. That bottom side works pretty good. As Eric Burkhalter, he is just under fire. Got two guys all over him, 53 and a 32 machine. He's just trying to maintain that 5th position, but man, it's looking like it's going to be difficult. He does blink out. That's a little bit scary. Jason Warren not actually able to clear him. He's going to lose the top side to Cofield here in the 53. Al Martinson loving to see the side-by-side action as he has checked out about 7/10 so far as these guys are battling it out. And one and Andy Kurtz almost get together as Brandon was trying to scoot up off the turn, and they did a good job of hanging on to that. The 71 machine is looks like the hamster is starting to get a little tired, starting to fall off the wheel a little bit. He's been blinking quite a bit. I know that makes the guys nervous, but looks like it's solid now. Well, I'll tell you what's been great races so far. That one little caution. Luckily, it wasn't a big, huge wreck, so. Cofield's still working on Eric Burkhalter here. Now he starts blinking out. They can't decide who wants to stay in the game, I don't guess. But while this is going on, Travis Beaver has run down the leader, Kyle Martinson, and he's going to look to the outside, actually going to get that front end on the spotter call, and Kyle Martinson has to give it up. So Travis Beaver has the preferred lane on the outside. Let's see how hard he's going to fight it here, as Travis Beaver going to hang down on his right side and should get the run off the corner. But Kyle doing a great job, though. But every second that they do this, these guys behind them are just running them down. So looks like Travis has the run down the front straightaway, but Andy Kurt's going to try to sneak in there and get in there, get on the outside as well, as Kyle kind of slides up, trying to let Travis go and get back up to the top side, see if he can sneak in there, and he does. Now, that's a big moment right there for Kyle, because we're going to see it all night where guys are going to try to make passes on the bottom and end up losing 3 or 4 spots from guys running the top. Oh, Kyle. Andy Kurt's going to try to go low on Kyle, and that Kyle actually throws a block. Trying to maintain that track position. Andy Kurt looking racy tonight in that number 5 machine. Gonna look down to the inside. Like I said, you only get 1 or 2 of those, and then all of a sudden, those guys behind you start to run you down. But a great battle so far. This has been amazing. Based on that race I saw the other night, I thought maybe Kyle, we got 3 wide here. Cofield in the middle, 3 wide with Jason Warren, who has made his way into the top 5, and looking on the inside of Cofield with Brandon Pollock on the outside. We'll see how they settle this one right here. You see that bottom line just not working. Jason, whoa, slides really, really hard off the corner. And he's going to have to fall back in line behind Brandon Pollock. Andy Kurt's still working on the 0-7. But they all seem to be really close. Jonathan Cofield making his way up to the back bumper of the 5 machine. So whenever you look low like that, you see Andy look low, and that slowed his momentum, and that allowed the 53 to get under him. But he's going to do the same thing. As these tires start to wear out, he's probably going to lose a position running that bottom side if he doesn't sneak up there, and he gets up there really quick. But Brandon Pollock all over the back end. So, not going to lie, this is sort of an annoying track after about 5 to 10 laps, as you really got to pick and choose how you're going to do this, especially with how many cars are nose to tail here. As you're going to see Jason Warren going to continue to try to make ground up, but that bottom line is just going to, it's going to be tough. You're going to have to hope that you can clear the guy and slide up in front of him, but you will watch as Brandon Pollock is going to get a great run off the corner in that long back straightaway. Just no match for that bottom line. But you got to keep trying. You can't, if you just sit back there and ride, you'll end up, that's where you'll finish. So, a 3-wide battle here. Garrett Kinder, Daniel Cunningham, and Steven Gibson, 3 wide here going into turn 1 and 2s. We also have a battle for the lead. Let's see if this settles out, as those two on the top line are going to get really close. But Garrett Kinder making that middle line work, and he's going to clear. Let's go back up front and see what Kyle is doing up here, as he is trying to make a move. You see, he's not going all the way to the bottom. He's trying to stay on that that middle seam and try to make a run on it. And it does a good job. It's just that top line is just so tough. You really got to drive down deep in there and hope that you can slide up in front of him. Maybe see Bieber able to fend him off for now. Kyle gets a good run there. Almost clears him. That was very scary, but he's really going to have to try in this last turn. If he doesn't get it here, he's going to be in trouble. He's going to drop down a little bit lower, hope to clear him. He does clear him. He's going to have to do a slide job to clear this path, and he does. So what a great move there to clear that before the mess was coming. So move Kyle back up to the lead, but I tell you what, Jonathan Cofield has been a man on a mission. He has been able to pass cars, get his way up here, and he is battling for second place now, as he is looking on the inside, making that bottom side work. Looks like he might lose a couple spots trying to do that. Like I said, on fresh tires, you're able to make that bottom side work. It really, a lot of grip down there. But as the tires wear out, that right front becomes a little bit worn, a little bit hot. And if you can use the whole track on the bottom, it's really fast. But the problem is when you got somebody on your outside, you just can't use the whole track, and you scrub so much speed off that it's very, very difficult to make passes, which is why you have sort of this packed field. So, but time is running out. So guys that are making their way to the front, Jason Warren, these guys, do they have any tires left, or is it going to be a battle here between Kyle, Travis, and Andy like it's been all race long? As they seem to be the class of the field so far. Guys starting in the back definitely need a caution to get some tires, as Jason Warren's going to slide in front of Cofield, but Cofield going to jump down and try to get it back from him and see if we can see another slider here. He's not quite able to clear him, so Jason's going to have that run off the corner and be able to take that position back, so move Jason Warren up to 4th place. Up 18 spots from where he started. The only person that's moved any quicker or further is Garrett Kinder, up 21 spots. Well, all right. Well, got about 20 laps to go. Let's check on some guys, see where everybody's at. Like I said, we just talked about Garrett Kinder. He is coming down to pit road. Looks like we couldn't make it the rest of the way on fuel, so he is coming down pit road. We got a couple guys in pits as well, as Tyler Rice and Christian Dedman pitting together. Christian Dedman and Garrett Kinder are teammates, so they are pitting together. And so pit cycle has started. Garrett Kinder going to try to short pit a little bit, get those fresh tires out on track, and make up a little bit of time as we go back up to the lead. Right now it's still Kyle Martinson. So if guys are going to have to pit, it's about to get busy on pit road. And it's always tough to make these calls. Man, it's so tough, especially if you're in a Kyle Martinson position. As you see, Jason Warren, barely makes it in. Guys really coming in hot under this green flag. But it looks like everybody gets in just fine. But it's always tough, especially if you're Kyle, because you know guys are pitting, you know they're going to make up time, but you really don't want to get caught by caution. Because getting caught on pit road under caution, man, that makes the days really tough. So Jason Warren's still sitting on pit road. Should they drop the jack and he gets back going? So he is coming out of pit road. Check this battle. Is Eric Burkhalter able to beat Jason Warren off pit roads? Eric Burkhalter with a great pit stop, in and out. So these guys coming out. And right now we got Andy Kurtz, we got Kyle Martinson, all the leaders coming down pit road together. So a big, huge pit road party. As we're going to see how this strategy works out as Garrett Kinder, Jason Warren, those drivers out on the track right now making use of those new tires. And Brandon Pollock still sitting out on the track waiting for that caution. Hopefully, as you see Jason Warren, Eric Burkhalter right in front of him. And you see Garrett Kinder right in front of them. So Garrett Kinder was able to make up some time. So Garrett Kinder going to cycle back around into the top 5, I believe, as he goes by Travis Bieber, maybe even in the top 3. So I don't know how that's going to play out, but Garrett Kinder played a really good strategy call there, and he's coming out right behind Andy Kurtz. So it is going to get interesting here, as if he can hang on to those tires and not burn them off, he is in a good situation. As I'm looking for Kyle Martinson way back behind this other group. So I don't know if the new tires made a big difference or if he just had a bad in and out. But he is actually quite a bit behind here. As that short pitting that Garrett Kinder did seemed to be a good call. But right behind him is the leader, Brandon Pollock. Got about a 2-second lead over Steven Gibson and Adam Lang. And then back to Brandon Wallace and Dave Jones. So these guys playing a different strategy, trying to catch a caution and hopefully come in and get 4 tires with everybody else and retain your position. But every lap that you stay out there is just is more and more that you fall behind. So it's if a caution does come out, they're geniuses. If not, they may be in trouble. And they'll have to come in and get 4 tires. And fortunately, if you wait too long, 10 lap may not be enough to make really any difference. You have to get your car wound back up and start picking off guys. And guys will be a whole lot harder to pass under 10 laps than they would be under 20. Josh Lokomitz coming down pit road. Go out and give some awards before we get too far into this race, before any cautions come out. I normally want to keep it on the track, but I got to give out these awards. Smil Racing Design Best Paint going to go to Josh Oswald. I love it every time I see it on the track. It definitely pops. So fantastic paint scheme. I like the lack of headlights. Just an overall good scheme. Love the spec map. So he is the best paint winner tonight. But we go back up front, watch these guys who are trying to play a strategy call, and I want to see how it's all going to cycle out as Andy Kurtz. And this is the fight right here, I believe, for the lead. Andy Kurtz currently owns it as he has been able to get around Garrett Kinder. And Garrett Kinder under fire now from Jason Warren. So these guys battling out, knowing that they are in the position without a caution. If a caution doesn't come out, they are in position to take over second place. So they're battling it out. But Travis Beaver coming as well. As man, I'll tell you what, this is a whole cluster of cars. Jason Warren slides up a little bit, trying to maybe clear Garrett Kinder, but he's going to pay for it as Travis Beaver all over the back end of the 13 machine. Man, this is going to get hot really quickly as Andy Kurtz sailing off into the distance. Loving to see this as guys battle it behind him, and he's starting to pull away. So I don't know the fuel situation. I don't know the I guess I didn't do my homework and ask, but I'm assuming that everybody's going to have to pit as Dave Jones is coming down pit road now in the White Castle number 10. He's blinking out. But my goodness, it is a cluster you-know-what up here around Brandon Pollock. He's actually been passed by the 53 machine of Stephen Gibson, so moved Stephen Gibson up to the lead. Now these guys, all the way back to Josh Oswald, first through fifth, haven't pitted. I don't know about Richard Hurst. I don't think he has pitted as well. He may have. Oh, it looks like Richard Hurst actually takes 2 tires. So the 15 machine playing a strategy call as well. He is, let's see. We'll keep tabs on this, but he is coming down pit road. So I don't know. I show he took 2 tires. He's had 2 pit stops, so I guess he gives up that spot. Josh Oswald coming down pit road as well, get his 4 tires and fuel, so they have stayed out as long as they possibly can. So it looks like, I don't know if guys are trying to stretch it, but it looks like, nope, they are coming down pit road now as, my goodness, the camera angles are just killing me. Oh, as Brandon Wallace gets a little bit loose, almost gets into the back end of Stephen Gibson. As, what in the world? Adam Lane goes around in pit road. Let's back that up and see what happened immediately as they are. Looks like Adam Lane trying to get to his pit stall, and Stephen Gibson staying to the left there. You really need to. It looks like it was just a tough deal getting into pit road as they were all 3 trying to make it and just sliding into pit road. And Stephen Gibson to the left in pit road, and Adam Lane goes around. But let's go back live and let's check in on the lead as everybody has cycled around now. And Andy Kurtz, your leader, so he comes out ahead of these guys, but he's not home free as he's got his teammate Travis Beaver right behind him. Garrett Kinder fighting, trying to hold off. Oh no, he's going to slide up. Has to get out of it just a little bit. Eric Burkhalter right behind him as well. Holy crap, man, this is great. Seven laps to go. The battle for third place is on fire as Jason Warren and Garrett Kinder racing the shit out of each other. These guys' biggest mover, Garrett Kinder, definitely going for the hard chargers. He slides up in front of Burkhalter as, man, this camera angle just changes to the worst cameras at the worst times. So we're going to go out, and we're going to stay out a little bit so we can watch the racing and not be interrupted as Garrett Kinder is going to try to hold off Eric Burkhalter. But Eric having a fantastic run. Looks like this battle is going to continue. That time by Andy Kurtz, definitely the fastest car on the track. Kyle Martinson actually just a little bit faster behind this group. So he is not completely out of it. Not sure what happened on his pit stop, but he is still in it as we have 6 laps to go. So plenty of time for him. A caution could change everything. So Garrett Kinder still trying to hold off Eric Burkhalter. Eric just will not go away. Man, he's been, just seemed like that car through the middle has got so much. May have a little bit fresher tires than Garrett does, as Garrett was one of the first ones on pit road. But fortunately, it looks like Burt going to lose a spot. That time by Kyle Martinson, second fastest man on the track. Andy Kurtz set and sail. 5 laps to go. I don't know if anybody's got anything for him. His teammate trying to track him down. Let's go on board with him and see what old Beaver's looking at. Hear him getting on the throttle, having to get right back out of it because he pushes the throttle down in the front end, starts to head towards the outside wall. Just so tight, you have to really be patient. But you can't wait too long because you lose so much momentum. So it is definitely a fine line. That's why Andy Kurtz, Travis Beaver, Jason Warren, Kyle Martinson, Garrett Kinder, Eric Burkhalter, those guys are some of the best because this is a fine line that you're trying to hit every single turn. He's getting a little out of shape, pushing out towards the wall. But he's going to have to pick up the pace. He ran the same lap time as his teammate last time around. So he's going to have to find a little bit extra. We've watched the times come to 3 to go. We'll actually pull up the little battle box here. Get rid of this and see. It's Andy Kurtz, Travis Beaver. What it looks like Beaver was a little bit faster that time around, but not that much. I mean, he's going to have to make up a lot more than that. He's almost a second, about 9/10 ahead as he lost a lot right there. So I don't know if he had to check up a little bit, but he's a good 5 miles an hour slower than Andy Kurtz on the straightaway. So he lost a lot of time. So definitely trying to push, get as much as you can. But Andy in that fresh air, he just needs to hold steady as he comes down to take 2 laps to go in the Motor City 100. Race number 2 of the Arca series. Last week was amazing, a great finish, and so far this race has been fantastic. 1 caution. That's pretty par for this series. Man, 39 drivers, 1 caution. That's impressive. But let's go back here and watch these battle. Garrett Kinder, Eric Burkhalter still battling as Jacob Ellingson trying to find, is there some space for me, guys? Can I come up here and race? As these guys right here have been just battling it out. Kyle Martinson was able to clear him. Eric Burkhalter going to be able to pull the slider off. So Garrett tires definitely look like they are done as he's going to be picked in right here. Oh, no, he does jump down in front of Ellingson. White flag is out for Andy Kurtz as he has got a healthy 1.5 second lead over Travis Beaver. And he is no lap cars up in the distance. They're too far away. All he's got to do is just hit his marks, not hit the wall. And Andy Kurtz going to win this race tonight with a great effort, great pit stop on that green flag pit stop, and was able to work all the race long. And Andy Kurtz going to win race number 2 at Michigan. Travis Beaver going to finish second. Jason Warren with a fantastic drive up to 3rd place. And Kyle Martinson, after that tough pit stop, was able to recover back to 4th. And Eric Burkhalter rounding out the top 5. What a great race, y'all. Man, I got to tell you, there was a lot to talk about. A lot of cars on the track. And but y'all kept it clean. And, man, I tell you what, that was an amazing race. Lots of guys with some really good runs. We've already talked about Garrett Kinder, Jason Warren enough. Jacob Ellingson picks up 6 spots from where he started. Christian Dedman up 23 from where he started. Necula 17. Kai Shepard 26 spots. He is our Ray Cobb Hard Charger Award winner, making up 26 spots on the track. Man, what a great race, guys, starting in the back, making their way to the front. Caution would have changed a lot right there, but, man, you love to see it go green like that as the Rebels demo derby. Kai just didn't hit nobody. He just hit the wall, took himself out. So, but, hey, if you're the Hard Charger Award winner, man, you can do that. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get some guys in here. Let's talk to them, see how it went, and get their perspectives on the race. And we'll start with 3rd place, Jason Warren. Hey, Jason, it's Eddie in Booth. You got me?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Man, hey, look, you've had some good races here lately. Started in towards the back, made your way up 19 spots, finished third, but it wasn't easy. It seemed like it was man, it was a lot, real tough to pass. Tell me what it was like from your point of view.
I kind of pissed at myself. I really screwed up qualifying. Should have bare minimum qualified in the top five. Had my outlap, and on my second lap, I guess I barely scraped the wall. It is what it is. I screwed up that, and once you start, whatever I started in 22nd, 23rd, you kind of burn your stuff up coming up through the pack. Only one caution, so I didn't really get but one field reset to kind of regroup, get my stuff together. But overall, I think I messed up on pit road a little bit. But overall, it was a really solid race.
Yeah, tell me about those battles. What you were struggling with to make passes. It seemed like that top side was just really hard to overcome.
I had ascended a couple of times. I think I took Oswald and some other right before Oswald got dumped. Took them 3 wide. And when you start in the back like that, you got to take a few chances, just as long as they're clean, good passes, and you don't put anyone else in jeopardy. I trust Oswald as a driver, so I knew I could send it on him and everything be all right. And it's kind of unfortunate. Half a second later, he got put in the wall, but it wasn't me, so I guess that's all right. But me and Kinder had a good battle there. I love racing with Kinder. I really burnt my stuff up there racing against Kinder side by side with like 9 or 10 to go. I thought I had a chance of maybe catching Andy, but after that, a great battle with Kinder, I had nothing left.
Well, hey, look, still a really great finish. Finished third. I don't know if Jason Matthews could pull that off. So, man, a great race, man. Good job. You've had a good streak of races here lately, man. What's going on? What's been the difference to be able to turn some of this bad luck that you had in the last month or so into some good luck here in the last few weeks?
Mainly just trying not to take it so serious anymore.
Hmm.
It's a it's a new beginning. Just try to have fun with it. Try to stay clear, not get wrecked and everything. Just try to have fun with it. A lot of times, maybe you included sometimes, I don't know, but a lot of people take this stuff really serious. I still take it probably way too serious. You just got to lighten up, try to have fun, and once you do that, and you just let your skill or whatever take over, and good things happen.
Hell yeah. Well, all right, man. Well, who you got to thank? Who you want to shout out tonight?
I'd like to thank you for 3 wide like a dummy. Great broadcast. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna be calm tonight. I ain't gonna do anything stupid.
Well, I think
But
we need to change the channel to Three Wide Like a Dummy TV. What do you think?
we should have a Twitch channel called 3 Wide Like a Dummy.
I tell you what, that's a pretty good name. I like it.
I'd like to have a shout out to myself. I didn't, stream and do any heavy breathing or anything and really stroke out. Um, Big shout out to SPM. I think I already did this with you for a broadcast. Griff, great league. Everyone that does this league, Brandon Wallace, Kill the 99, all that good stuff. SPM. Shout out to Kyle Martinson. He's wicked fast in these cars. I don't know if he died on pit road or whatever happened, but he was really fast tonight. Um, that's about it, my man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, hey, go celebrate. Congratulations on third place finish.
Appreciate it. Take care, brother.
Well, there you have it. Third place finisher, Jason Warren. Always like talking to that guy. And I tell you what, I like talking to these next two guys too. Travis Beaver, Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Hey Eddie, what's up?
Man, you are, man. What a fantastic race, man. You were up there fighting for the lead. It just seemed like, however, the dice roll went as far as the high line and the low line and just how the cars caught up. You were there out front, second and third. It just seemed like just kind of went back and forth, sort of a rubber band effect for a while there. But kind of talk me through your race, man. Started sixth, I think, and worked your way up to the front. And, man, it seemed like you had enough just there at the end. Maybe just needed a caution or something.
Yeah, honestly went out there and was just kind of loose in practice. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna spin here the first couple laps, try to take it easy, and then, I don't know, you know how that is. Once you get in the draft there, the car kind of races a little different, and I was able to make some moves, kind of get up to the lead. I thought I was as good as Kyle, and then that green flag pit stop. I'm coming into the pits, and then you see Andy come flying past you on the outside there, coming down in the pits, and it's like, huh, guess I slowed down too much to go into pits. And I mean, he kind of, we were on the same tires there, and he kind of got out ahead there by a second, and that was kind of how it kind of how it shook out. So I tried changing my line at the end to run the bottom a little bit, and it just didn't make the time up that I needed. So, great run though. I mean, can't be upset. My teammate won, I got second, so nothing to be upset about for sure.
Yeah, in a 39 car field for your team to finish first and second, man, that's impressive. So, get to the first real track and y'all show out like this. I think y'all put the league on notice, man, that y'all are the ones to beat. So, man, congratulations. You answered all my questions. Congratulations to your team and who you got to thank, who you want to shout out.
Hey, thanks, man. Hey, thanks to you for doing this broadcast every week. I love going back and watching it. You do an awesome job. So, big props to you. And got to thank the league sponsors, Lottridge and his brake pedals, Flexible Freight Solutions, and all of our other great sponsors. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate running with you guys. So, looking forward to the rest of the year.
All right, Travis, we'll let you go, man. Have a good night and go celebrate with your team.
All right, thanks, man. Later.
Well, he's going to be celebrating for himself for about 2 or 3 minutes because I'm going to bring his teammate in here. Andy Kurtz is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
What's up, Eddie?
Man, what a great race, dude. Fantastic finish. You and Travis and Kyle, I mean, y'all were up front all night long, just trading back and forth positions. You kind of fell back after maybe an attempt for the lead, and with that high line just being so kind of probably annoying. But on those green flag pit stops, man, tell me what happened that you were able to get that lead back, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was so much fun. I'm glad I ran tonight. Wasn't planning on it, but yeah, I think I was telling Travis, I think that was the most fun I had racing in a real long time. But yeah, like you said, I mean, I didn't lead any laps until I snagged it there after the green flag pit stops. Just sort of being aggressive there, getting on the pit road. I think I passed Travis and Kyle, sort of getting on pit road, just kind of outbreaking them. Again, got lucky with that. Could have easily lost the race there doing that, but yeah, this track, I mean, there's so much, like once you get clean air, you're pretty solid. So luckily got the lead after that pit stop cycle was done, and was just able to hold on. So yeah, a lot of fun. Super pumped about it.
Well, talk to me a little bit about the racing tonight and just what you had to deal with when trying to make moves and just maintain. You have to make the decision. Feel like at this track, is that pass worth it? Do I hold on to the top side and just run behind this guy? Do I try to make a move? If I do that though, the guy that's 5 tenths behind us is going to catch up, and I might drop back to fifth or something like that. Kind of talk me through that and how you deal with it and what your plan was as far as trying to stay up in the in the hunt.
Yeah, man, no, for sure. I feel like what you just said is exactly what I was thinking the whole time. Like, I'm sure you saw a couple times I tried, making a pass for like third or second and tried doing it on the bottom, and you just lose so much momentum, especially on old tires. I mean, on a restart or on new tires, you could kind of get away with running pretty much wide open on the bottom. But yeah, if you're doing that on old tires, it's real easy to lose momentum on exit, and then the guy behind you kind of just whips around you on the outside. And yeah, I mean, I lost a couple spots doing that early on. But yeah, I mean, it's got to be super patient. Um, Middle line was pretty much where it's at, as far as line everyone was running. So yeah, you pretty much just had to hope to take advantage of the guy in front of you trying to make a pass on the bottom, and just hope that he kind of stalled out and take advantage of that and pass him. So
Well, all right, man. Well, hey, another great race, a good race for you and Travis. Like I told him, I mean, if y'all come and jump in a 39 car race and take the top two spots, man, that's a definite statement win. So I mean, definitely a big shout out. That's an awesome job by y'all. But who y'all want to thank? Anybody? Any shout outs you want to holler at?
yeah, man. Well, I mean, first and foremost, Travis and I were joking before the race started. Like, man, when are we gonna get our 1-2 finish? Because we never did that before, and of course, it happened tonight. So big shout out to him. He did a badass job tonight. But yeah, just want to thank you for putting on such an awesome broadcast. Our sponsors here, couldn't do it without them. Lottridge brake pedals, and of course, Flexible Freight Solutions, Smeel Racing Designs, and a bunch of everyone else in this league who keeps this going for us. It's a ton of fun.
Well, all right, man. Well, go celebrate with your team, man. Congratulations. I mean, you're the winner. You're the champion until next week. So come back next week and defend your race win, man.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to it. All right. Have a good one.
Well, there you have it. Another great race, Arca Series. It never disappoints. Man, a lot of really awesome racing. Guys doing really clean passes. Guys taking care of each other. That's what it's all about. But let's go through the results. Figure out where everybody finished. I don't know what's wrong with the results on my end, but it just does not show. Let's see if we can get it to show here. Boom, there we go. Andy Kurtz, Travis Bieber, Jason Warren, and Kyle Martinson recovers back to a fourth place. Really good finish. He was running up front all night long, but pit road seemed to be something that kind of got him behind the eight ball late. Eric Burkhalter with a fantastic fifth place finish. I mean, I saw him race his guts out. I'm a little biased. He's a teammate in a couple series, so definitely want to shout him out. Garrett Kinder, of course, with a great run. Jacob Ellingson with a nice top 10. Christian Deadman, like I said, up 23 spots from where he started, finishing 8th. Jesse Necula and Daniel D. Cunningham rounding out the top 10. Kai Shepard finishes 11th. Great run for him. Brandon Wallace finishes 12th. Tyler Rice finishes 13th. Chuck Pegleg Phelps finishes 14th. Josh Lokovitz, the councilman, finishes 15th. Steve McDonald finishes 16th. Justin Miller 17th. Jonathan Cofield, we talked about him a bunch. I'm not really sure what happened to him, but um, he was running up there at the front, making passes, making moves, and really racing hard, and finished 18th. Definitely disappointed, but he definitely showed he had plenty of speed tonight. So I'm not really sure what happened, but I think he showed a lot of speed regardless of the finish. Josh Oswald, after getting taken out there, killed the 17, was definitely in order tonight. And Brandon Pollock rounds out the top 20. Todd Schott, 21st. Josh Smith, 22nd. Stephen Gibson, 23rd. Aaron Adcock, 24th. Phil Hitman Monzo, 25th. Dave Jones, 26th. Greg Barnett, 27th. Adam Lane, who saw him get uh, spun by Gibson on pit road, had moved his way up into the top 5. Finishes 28th. Big field tonight. Greg Froelich finishes 29th. Richard Hurst finishes 30th. 31st, Ryan Derrick. Colton Lamford, 32nd. Gene Watkinson, Mean Gene, finishes 33rd. First car on lap down. Charlie Gates Jr. finishes 34th. Matt Clement, 35th. William Griffith, last week's winner, must have had a tough night as he finished a lap down in 36th. Jason Lottridge, the sponsor of the series, finishes 37th. He had a tough night as well. Aaron Sayer and Michael Morrison. So, really big field, 39 drivers, one caution. Man, what a great race! Can't say enough about these drivers and what they do, as they have really put on a show, and that's why whenever I heard the Arca series was up for grabs, the broadcast, I could not turn it down. It's a little late, but I could not turn it down to see these guys and show their racing ability in these cars. A lot of fun. Definitely want to thank like I said, Lodge's brake pedals, flexible freight solutions, Smill Racing Design, Shibu Inu Crypto. Want to thank Intensity Broadcasting, Peg Leg Felts, P&J Motorsports, Evil Empire, Thunderstruck Super Series, Kinder Farm and Ranch, BK Motorsports. They're the 1-2 finishers tonight in Cebulski window tinting. A lot of support, a lot of really great a lot of great folks taking care of this particular series. Brandon Wallace, the commissioner, man, thank him. He puts on a hell of a show, does a great job of keeping everybody straight, and it shows. I mean, he's got one caution, 39 drivers. It definitely shows. So definitely a big shout out to him. Shout out to Griff, all the other admins, and thank all the people in chat tonight. Kevin Kinder, Matt Taylor, Steve Loving, Michael Wombold, Mama Ellingson, Charles Stevens, and even Burkhalter was sneaking in chat. So everybody that didn't talk, didn't say nothing, man, definitely appreciate y'all as well. If you watch this back, man, hope y'all enjoy it. Y'all can definitely, if you ever feel like you got any criticism, anything that you think I can do better, man. I don't think I've ever asked this before, but I probably should have. But y'all send me a PM, tell me some things that you like, that you don't like, and always room for improvement as we get these series going. Come back tomorrow for the Cup Series as we take on, hell, I don't even know where we're going tomorrow in the Cup Series. Too much dang racing going on. Let's see if I can filibuster to the point I get to the schedule. And I do. It's in Michigan. It's the same track. So we're going to be dealing with the same issues, but we're going to do it in next-gen cars. We'll see how that package works at that track. Let's go ahead and see if the points have updated and see if this refreshes in a second. Racing. Yeah, there you go. So William Griffith with that win drops down to 10th place after a tough night. But you see Travis Beaver takes over the top spot. And it looks like because Andy Kurtz wasn't here last week, it's going to be down the list a little bit. That'll change as the season goes on. But Travis Beaver right now on top. Jacob Ellingson in second. Brandon Wallace third. Josh Smith fourth. And Tyler Rice and Daniel D. Cunningham also tied for fourth. So already a nice little battle here. And this will jump and move around every week as guys have to miss or whatever. But a lot of guys going to be trying to win this championship, get into the playoffs. This is a coveted one that people really want. And this season for sure, as the I-rating cap has been removed. So you see folks like Jason Warren, Kyle Martinson, these guys jumping in here. The competition is only going to get stouter. And so you're going to have to bring your A game every week in these cars. So, and speaking of every week, let's talk about the schedule. To show that off to everybody, we got Michigan or Gateway next week, Worldwide Technology Speedway, Phoenix, Atlanta, Charlotte. I mean, these are all great tracks till we hit Bristol Dirt, and I don't know about that. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but it ought to be fun to watch. If it may be a mess as well. So, but anyway, great race, a lot of fun, man. I do enjoy this. And we'll definitely see you next week. And like I said, come by, watch the Cup Series tomorrow night. It'll be on Intensity Broadcasting, and we'll be throwing that Cup Series up on their channel. So if you're listening, you want to know where to watch it, Intensity is where it's going to be. We'll post a link in chat. So I want to thank everybody for watching again. Rebel Racing Network. We'll see you tomorrow.